We're live.
I see that. It's there we go. This is gonna be an awkward place to...
Oh, I know. That's why I was gonna say I wanted here, but like I said, I wanted you here for convenience. Also, since you're through this weird hot flash thing, you have access to changing the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
That's me.
That's you?
That's me. She's adjusting a fan.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, that's
Our laptop is here today instead of
we
here.
have changed our setup, and if you guys are wondering what we do half the time, we pull up the live onto my account on my laptop so that we can read the comments because
a little
we are
more clearer
all
and slow them down. I can actually see them from here.
Yeah.
Downstairs, the distance is a little further.
Yeah. Normally we're a little bit. We have a table that we put it on.
Yeah.
Even I'm like, this is close.
Push your feet.
I was gonna push it back.
No, don't push it back.
I feel very close to it though. Only ceiling fans would joke about the fans.
Look,
they would.
Now it's equal distance from you and me. Do you feel further now?
Where are you? Why?
I'm here.
Okay, I was like,
I'm looking at you though.
I feel better now. I feel better.
Oh, now you have to talk about your hurt.
Why?
You're showing it.
Oh. There. No, I don't.
Well, like Sweden. We were in Swedish news, I think. Someone sent me the article.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not Swedish. I don't speak the language. It's showing again.
Well, it's itchy.
So we're just...
Sean needs blue hair also.
No, I'm okay. Maybe tips, not roots. Hellos.
I'm not type 1 diabetic. I'm not. My dad's diabetic. I am not.
We have family that's diabetic. Diabetes is genetic on her side of the family.
Yeah. Should I just talk about it?
That's your choice.
Sean needs a nose ring. Ugh.
I've thought about it.
Shut up, Trent. Let me go. It's itchy. I'm not messing with it. It's just itchy. Oh.
Stop.
Shauna would do a nose piercing. It's just my dad doesn't like facial piercings.
Yeah, so not while I live under this roof.
Yeah. We're good. It's time for dinner or something. I'm starving. That sounds like something you have to do now. You should do that now. I feel like planning a day would take a couple weeks.
Hellos. I've never been to Cali. Would you go to Cali?
Tattoos? I would go to Cali. Face tattoos? Would you get a face tattoo?
I would do here. The surface tragus area.
I don't want... There's no way I wouldn't flinch.
Yeah. I'd have to be, knocked out. I could do, an ear cuff area. I could do this.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do my chin. So it would, if I was to do my neck, it would cut off at, that shadow line area.
So nice.
Probably.
So
and
nice
then...
how me and Ryan met. I feel like that's a weird story.
It is, but you have to remember, you met on, I think, a social media app.
No,
at least that's what you told.
Snapchat.
Yeah. I was I don't know what you've told people. And what you haven't told people. I don't know. Never been to Colorado. I don't think I've ever been to Arizona. Have you been to Arizona?
No. hair looks awesome. Thank you. Last time we did it on the live. So, you guys saw that. You guys saw the process.
The New York City apartment was a trial run. We talk about that in the show. There's no way we could be able to afford what's known as a Brooklyn brownstone.
Someone asked, am I related to you?
So this thing is known as my sister.
Hi.
She came into my world when I was 4, and I've been stuck with her ever since.
I didn't ask for this.
Neither one of us did. This is a duo no one asked for. But it was forced on the world. It was forced in our lives, and it was forced in yours because of TLC.
People tend to like it. People like our duo for some reason. Thomas update, he's back!
Yeah, I actually was texting him. I need to text him again because he wants to hang out, and I've been super busy. But I talked to him when I went to the city for that meeting, and he's really happy for me with everything,
Yeah, if you guys don't know, in the middle of filming, Tommy went to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he transferred
for a job.
for work, and he's just got back from Pennsylvania, and he's working on getting what he got in PA, kind of in New York in a sense, and him and I have a really great friendship, and yeah, we didn't work out romantically, but we understand each other friendship-wise, and I think we have a really strong kind of bond in a weird way. And it's actually improved since he's left for PA, because I think he went and lived kind of really close to where I was raised.
Yeah.
So he kind of got some of my, like, hometown kind of personality.
Oh yeah, now he's more us, and
Yeah.
it's definitely funny to see how he changed. But no, the funny thing is, he would get along really well with, like, Tara. Because he's a very Southern boy at heart.
Yeah.
You know, he wears his cowboy hats, he likes his denim, his flannels, he likes that stuff, and Southern was never really Shauna's taste.
No, I have my cowboy boots, I have my dresses, but, like, I'm not a Southern belle kind of girl, and Tara's that Southern belle.
So, in that
We
sense,
even call Tara the Southern belle.
And also, like, he likes rom-coms.
Yeah.
You hate rom-coms. He hates scary movies. That's your favorite genre.
He's
a
likes
good
country.
guy.
I'm not a huge country fan because of Tara. Should I talk about your comic?
Okay, so my LGBT comic, the preview that you guys saw me handing out on the show, is up. There is 50. I think I've sold like 8 of them so far. They are all signed.
As art should be.
Yeah, it's up on my Etsy. You guys can find it. It's up there. Trust me. The full comic is not out yet. I am still working on that. But
When she's going to do character sheets next, and
so like you guys can figure out more about like individual characters and like their sexualities, because I know I had a lot of people asking me like, do you have an asexual character? Which I do. And
but these probably won't come out all at once, like all 6 of them. They'll probably come out one at a time, because she's actually had one almost done for a couple years, and that's the one that has the most actual character to it so far, and the rest of them she's still developing.
Yeah. Someone said, does Dad and Tommy get along?
Yeah, I think so. They talk. When he came around before coming back from PA, like right before Christmas, he hung out at my house for like an hour or so and just talked to my parents.
Oh yeah, and they're like, he's a talker.
He won't sit down, though.
No, he likes to walk and do stories.
He likes to stand.
It's very much my style of talking.
Yeah.
Which is why me and him get along too. He's a good guy. He is. Where are we from? We're from Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania.
Shauna Rae, I might send you something. We do have a P.O. box.
Yeah. We do love fan mail. We think it's so sweet. I've actually got some stickers.
Thank you, Ryan.
That
Sorry.
we put on things.
The Etsy's Riley's Goods.
You never said
Ryle.
There is a link in my bio. There is a video about the comic.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I saw that comic. I was like, oh no.
She's sometimes
I'm special.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What was the hardest part about the trial run in New York?
It's very intimidating being in the city. There's so many more people. Like, I get nervous and anxious walking around where we live now, and I couldn't take Coda out on a walk.
Yeah,
I was very
scared.
scared.
For you, it was different because I was constantly going out. So you were left in the apartment a lot. And I was constantly going out because of filming the scenes and doing the things with the students and all that stuff. Those were days.
Yeah.
And I was gone for 12 hours at a time sometimes because you travel from Brooklyn to the inner city area, which is like an hour or so by car, which is what we did. And then I would be gone all day. And it wasn't super difficult for me, except coming home to the steam, heat, and being in that atmosphere was difficult for me because of my migraines. But other than that, I think it was really no different. Besides, you didn't wake up, you didn't say hi to your parents. I didn't see all my dogs. I went and did my stuff, and I figured it out kind of on my own in a sense, but it is still extremely...
You always get weirded out when you see those. You're like, who are you?
It is, extremely weird being, or was extremely weird being in that apartment. It's just the two of us.
Oh, yeah, because, you would wake up and you would have, Coda, which definitely gave you a sense of normalcy.
You had Coda.
Well, yeah, that was another thing. Coda was so weirded out about being in the apartment that he didn't want Shauna touching him. Because he, at first, every time he would wake up, he'd be like, yeah, Riley, that's her. Who the freak of fracadackle is that?
Yeah, I had, the first night we stayed there, Coda and Riley slept in one room. I had slept in another room. And she was right down the hall from me. And I went, in the morning, I woke up way earlier than her. And I just wanted to let him out and feed him.
Someone even said it. Someone said, put it on center. Shauna's almost out of frame. Shauna does that, okay? You guys will see it. Shauna will slowly move out of frame. Did I even fix it?
Yes. Please don't put it on me anymore.
I know.
I don't like to
I know.
look at my face. But I went to, just call him, and he wouldn't get off the bed, and I was like, Coda, come on. And he just,
he would growl.
He just growled and, lunged at me, and I was like, what are you doing?
Well, he didn't lunge at first. He, got on me, and was like, grr. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
and he's like, intruder.
And then I got closer, and I tried to go for him, and he, and I'm like, what are you going to do? Are you really going to hurt me? Because he's never done a thing.
No. Buddy's a buddy. He's a buddy. Coda is everybody's friend. You see him, you're like, I did a Coda bear, you know?
He's like, people have an obsession with squishmallows because they're soft and stuff. And I think, comparing Coda is comparing squishmallows to regular stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He's just squishy and soft and, warm and, makes you want to love yourself and, love him. But,
Someone said it's today's skeleton day.
But he was just a total...
Anytime he was in that room, he didn't want you in there. He didn't want you a part of it. And he was fine with, the crew coming in and filming. It was just, in the mornings, he did not want to be touched.
He did not like being in a different place.
Why are you guessing am I a Leo? Maybe. Why? Maybe. Sure, we'll say zodiacs. I'm a Leo.
I'm a Cancer.
The trial run, I don't know if we can say how long it was. Can we say how long it was? No. It was
a trial run.
It was very, brief.
It wasn't as long as I was hoping it would be to get the full experience of actually kind of feeling on your own.
No.
And it originally was supposed to be longer.
Yeah.
But things happened.
Someone asked how much we weigh.
Well, that's because you can look up my weight on the internet. Everyone's like, oh, she's the 23-year-old that looks like an 8-year-old who's 3'10" and weighs 50 pounds.
So it's like, and Shauna moved over again. I told you.
Yeah, it's literally in the very common catchphrase that's used for me right now. Which I would like to also say, I don't look 8. On a one-off, yes, I guess you could confuse me for an 8-year-old. You actually look at me, my body, even as simple as my arm compared to another child, I have more definition. You can see my veins. I have had puberty, so I do have darker hair.
She has wrinkles.
I have wrinkles.
I'm gonna say that because we like our smile lines.
Yeah, I have matured. You can see it in my face over the years. I don't look like an 8-year-old. 8-year-olds do tend to not have thinned faces as much as I do.
And another thing that got misconstrued too was you said in defense of you being your age, you're like, I have tattoos. People construe that as you get tattoos to look older instead of, no, this is proof that I am older.
No.
Because you need to be a certain age to get these. That's what that meant.
This is proof that I am that age, but my tattoos are for no one besides myself, and the fact that it makes me feel more confident when I look at myself in the mirror, because I have a certain picture of who I am as a human being, and these tattoos are part of that. These tattoos have been kind of on my body mentally since I was, young. I've wanted this tattoo since I was 10. I've wanted a tattoo like this for my pap since he passed 3 years ago. I wanted my cancer tattoo since before I even knew tattooing was really an acceptable thing. And I wanted my polar bear tattoo from, the day I decided polar bears were my favorite animal.
If we are answering some questions, it's not because we're ignoring them, it's because we're not legally allowed to answer them. So that's just it. Someone said, rumor has it you don't like my boyfriend. They're like, Shauna, how do you like Riley's boyfriend? Rumor has it you don't. It's like, oh, Jesus.
He's okay. I could give.
Here's the thing about us. Yeah, we don't care about the other people's significant others as long as they don't hurt or make them cry. If you do that, then we do care. We don't really care.
She doesn't want me to care about him.
No.
If the minute I care about him, in a sense, is the minute I tell her something that's probably going to ruin the way she looks at him.
Yeah, she'll be like, "Do you notice he does this one thing?" And I'm like, "No, I'm kicking out."
Because I know her pet peeves. I know what she doesn't like. I know what her exes are like. I can make those connections that she doesn't want to make that will ruin the way she looks at him. So I refuse to get to know him for the sake of him.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a for him.
It's beneficial for him.
But he's doing great. Ryan's doing great. I saw a couple questions by the same person about Ryan.
Is it Ryan?
No, it's not Ryan. That's the funniest part. He's eating dinner. He's doing great. We don't have a season 3 yet, but
they're sitting.
Somebody was like, will we see him on season 3? I don't know, that's up to him. That's definitely up to him. And the second we get a season 3, we will tell you guys. That's so
sad. Guys, I've already had dinner.
No, you're not. What?
Can you see my earrings? Okay.
Oh, she's gonna take them out. Ryan had dinner already. Do I seem mad? I'm not mad.
It's not very focused.
Do I seem mad?
She just has a resting bee face. It's not her fault.
No, I'm not
It's
mad.
genetics.
Someone said, oh, what's a red flag in guys? Being mean to waitresses.
Getting physically violent when it comes to video games.
Yeah.
I've had one guy that I sat next to, and I just laughed when he died, and he almost punched me in the face. He punched the couch instead, which totally makes it not okay, but it was okay in his mind. Not okay. Physical violence is not okay.
If a guy says he can't cry.
Yeah, if a guy refuses to be emotional because it's being a man.
Yeah, if he's like, I can't cry.
I think it's
I gotta
very manly to be emotional. It's actually something that makes people attracted to you.
Well, also, it just doesn't show me the traits that I kind of want in a guy.
Yeah.
And that's also, if you have children, and let's say you have a son, will he carry on the thought of guys can't express their
limiting
emotions.
Shauna's drinking. No, but if you do take something away from me when I'm having a good time and you're my significant other, it is a red flag for me.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's not about limiting your drinking. It's saying, all right, that's enough. Except for, like, if you're at a about to black out level.
Yeah.
Sure. But at that point, you're not going to notice that they're doing that.
But if it's also a safe environment, like, I've been in very safe environments where I've maybe drank more than they wanted me to, or been in a situation that they didn't want me to, and it's, like, annoying for them that I'm having a good time and I'm enjoying myself, so they have to take me out of it. And that's what makes it the red flag.
Yeah.
I like talking about red flags. I can talk about red flags all day.
Thank you.
Red flag. If you start
Thank you so
choking
much.
while on a date, and they just
And the guy
stare
doesn't
at
help you.
and then they're like, "Are you okay?" You're like, "Choking," and they just stare at you. Red flag.
Red flag. When a guy just starts talking over you in an argument, you have to start going, dude, and then you stop talking, and then he goes, why did you stop talking? You're like,
Red flag.
why am I asking strangers questions? I have no idea.
Red flag. If the guy talks about his subject, and then the point where you're supposed to talk comes up, but then he continues talking about the subject and just repeats himself. Red flag.
Or if you ask him questions about the things he's interested in, and then he doesn't give two craps about yours.
Red flag.
Or when it's finally time to talk about your day, he falls asleep.
Red flag.
Or you're not allowed to text any gender because you're bisexual.
Red flag.
Being bi added a whole new flair to the toxic level. It's no longer, you can't be friends with guys. It's, I can't let you around anybody.
Yeah. Kennywood Park? Yes, love it. Shauna doesn't.
No, I can't do anything like
What
that.
are good traits you like in guys? Amazing.
Funny.
When you're amazing to the waitresses.
Yeah, when you buy me random things because I'm just talking about it and it just shows up on my doorstep.
Yeah, when you just take, when
But
you just
boring.
remember things that she likes without her actually having to be
Yeah.
like, this is my favorite. And you're like, you just see it. You know
Even
how
better.
we do to you?
Even better. When you remember something I told you about my family member and you remember.
Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, this. And you're like,
Yeah.
how do you know that?
Sending me something because you know my mom's gonna like it.
A very specific one, when they know whose dog's in the room.
Oh, yeah.
We have 5 dogs. When you can tell me which dog is sitting next to me,
I mean, all I care about is that the guy that knows which color goes with which
Yeah.
dog. So if you know the name, if
If
you
you
know the
guess-
bark,
if you see Coda or Una, you're like, Una? Coda? I'm gonna give it to you. Sahara and Chica? I'm gonna give it to you. You know?
what else?
When he opens the door for you.
Oh, yeah, that's just genuine. Every guy should do that. Sorry, doors are heavy.
Doors are heavy.
Doors are super heavy.
I like it when they pay for it.
I do too.
And I hate saying that.
Here's my thing. Here's my stance on who should pay for the date. Whoever asks the person out on the date
Yeah.
should pay.
Yeah.
If it's a mutual date, you split it 50-50 each time.
Because here's my thing.
Unless-
I'm never
unless-
gonna ask you to date if I can't pay for it.
Yeah. And also, I think if you go on multiple dates with the person, then you have that conversation of who pays when, why, what's your situation. Because I think it is different for each relationship, dating relationship, romantic relationship. Whatever.
If I open the car door and I close it, like if I get into the car door, Ryan reopens my door and closes it.
Well, yeah, he should.
Because he gets so upset. He's like, why'd you open it? I'm like, I wanted to get in the car.
Well,
It
no
was cold.
offense, but we told Tara to dump Jessie if he ever didn't open her car door.
We did tell her that.
And she said, you got it. And then she stopped having him open her car door.
Yeah, because she was like, stop it.
We're together.
I had another green flag in my head.
I'm gonna let Nova out.
When they, like, actually care about their friends. You know?
Yeah.
Like, when, and especially if it's, like, kind of the opposite gender, too, and they're genuinely, like, giving advice, and you know nothing's happening, then you're like, aw, they're not just gonna cheat.
I guess that's what I thought. I just figured they were nice. You're turning it up, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, it's really hot in the corner.
Oh, how do I tell my dad that I'm gay?
Well, first you have to determine if...
It more depends, are you in a safe environment, and if you know that they aren't going to handle it well, because I think I saw your comment before. If you know that they all cheat, oh no. If you know that they aren't going to handle it well, then you have to make sure that you're in a safe environment and you know kind of someplace that you can go, honestly, because it's going to take them a little bit to come to terms.
Like, no matter what happens, it's going to take them more than, like, the 5 minutes you have the conversation with them for them to process it.
You say, hey Dad, I'm gay. Don't do that. Don't do that. But someone said, which red flag do you love the most? And I'm like, I could go off on that one too.
But you have to be very careful, and you have to remember you came to terms with this your entire life, you know? You were figuring stuff out, whether you were in denial your entire life or whatever, you still had time to know who you are. They are just hearing it for the first times, whether they ignore the signs or not, you know? And that's something that you have to remember and give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? Which is sad, but it happens. But just make sure you're safe. Mm-hmm. And remember that chosen family is very special to a lot of people.
Do you want to keep talking?
That's just it, yeah.
Is there something wrong with being clingy?
Clingy?
Yes. Clinginess.
I think clingy is good at times if you know when
in a
not
healthy
to.
manner.
Yeah.
It seems.
If you know, like, if you're like, I want to be next to you, that's cute. That's good. That's good. But if you're like, I have to go with you everywhere.
There's a difference between want and need.
Yeah.
Needing clinginess, needing it, like can't live without it in a sense, or I'm gonna cry by myself without you, that's in a sense toxic or unhealthy.
We do not collect squishmallows.
When it's not needy, when it's a want, and when you're both in a sense like, yeah, I'd rather be on the computer like video chatting or be in the same room and have that time and spend it with you while playing a game or whatever versus just doing it alone, then that's cute. That's not clingy, toxic.
Everyone's just going, yeah. So what's that?
I will want to say this. Being attracted to me does not mean you're attracted to a child.
Yeah, clingy and obsession are different.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a different thing. And that's been the topic of what the month is Shauna Rae. And then that word that I hate. Here's the thing. Would you say that to anybody else who dates a dwarf?
Let's talk about any other...
I almost guarantee that you wouldn't. Or, let's do it gender bent. Would you say that to Tommy? Would you say that to Hasbula?
If Tommy or Hasbula or any other guy with dwarfism out there that Pilo, rapper, any of them, if they went to a strip club,
male,
if they went on a date
would
with
you
a taller
say
woman,
that they are...
Would you call that woman a P because...
We really hate this word.
I
We
know.
really hate this word.
But, like,
No, you want it. You want it. It's purely because she's a girl and you guys, because let's be honest, it's mostly males, and to the females that are saying it, I'm honestly disappointed.
And honestly, I think it stems from jealousy.
Yeah, because let's be honest, it's mostly males that are seeing her as a sexual object, which is why you guys ask, are you a virgin? How much can you fit? Can you have kids? These are all questions that honestly women in the media get asked on a daily, you know?
And it's
Like,
quite disgusting.
Who, Scarlett
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
Black Widow.
Yeah, the girl who plays Black Widow. Anytime that she gets interviewed, she's like, why do you guys get, like,
Why
the
does it pertain
actual
to, like, her
questions?
underwear?
And I get the rabbit food
Yeah.
questions and what underwear am I wearing and all that. That is the whole thing. So, because she is a female, you just go, sex, you must be attracted to small child.
All I'm
which is
good
not
for
what it is.
Is reproducing and keeping a man happy.
Which is an
not a
issue.
thing.
It's an issue that y'all need to deal with. It's not what she needs to deal with or what other people who are attracted to her need to deal with. Because mostly people who are attracted to her know her age and like her because of her personality and what she does. Which is why most guys in long-term relationships like the girl they're with. Not because of anything else. If you say like that, do you realize what you're saying? You know? Do they understand?
I honestly, I don't think people register that it's very hypocritical if you spin genders.
Yeah,
There's
there's plenty of people.
men, there's plenty of short men, there's plenty
Even
of...
on our show, there was Tommy. And everyone was saying that you should have been with Tommy because it was someone like you. But if Tommy goes out and dates a freaking 6-foot model, would you say that she's bad for that?
No, it would
you'd be
good
like, good for you,
him.
Tommy.
You get that model,
Yeah.
Tommy.
You'd be like, wow, Tommy.
Look
But if
at
Shauna
hippie
does that,
son.
or when Shauna does that, it's all, wow, he must be doing it for the wrong reasons, and yada yada, which is just so gross. And that's
I won't
an issue
take
with the males.
Yeah, and I
Sure.
won't take these comments seriously. They won't affect me until the world stops being so hypocritical against me.
And again, I've seen not all men think like this. We can have that discussion every time where someone comes in and goes, not all men. We know that. You know who we're talking to. At this point, we've done this not all men thing. So far, you know who we're
If you're
talking
getting
to.
defensive about the not all men thing, do that,
Most likely the men.
then you most likely are that small-minded man. And
Because I'm going to be honest,
that's just
I don't see my guy up in here saying not all men.
I don't see any of my friends who are a bigger person at the end of the day and know me for genuinely who I am. Some of them who have been romantically interested in me and some who have not have said anything about it. Because
Yeah.
they are being the bigger human being.
And I'm not seeing, because here's the thing, we have a lot of guy fans. And a lot of them are people who are in committed relationships, so they're not all here just because we're females. So the demographic that we're talking about, the good guys, the not all men ones, right? They aren't here saying that. So to the people who are the ones, y'all need to figure that out and just try to figure out why you think like that, because it is more an issue of how you view women than just Shauna herself.
Yeah.
It's how you view women in the entirety. And to the girls who are coming out saying it too, that I'm just kind of disappointed in, because I feel like girls should be able to see her for who she is, because you'll say that to her and then you'll be like, you can't complain about things because other dwarfs do it, but then you'll say that specific thing to her and not to other dwarfs.
But then you'll be in my DMs telling me how much of a bestie we could be.
Yeah,
It's
so to
very
that,
two-faced.
it makes no sense. And I really think that you guys should, one, stop comparing types of dwarfism.
I think we should just stop comparing
People.
anyone to
Just
anyone.
people. Because you don't know what anybody is going through.
You have no clue what they're facing mentally, what they're facing physically, what their daily struggles are.
Yeah.
You have no clue how much of their daily struggles is actually affecting them that day.
I mean, can we just put Robin Williams to the test there? You don't know what everyone's going through. And so I really think that y'all should maybe start thinking, you know?
I hope the best for everyone I meet.
Yeah.
Whether they're negative to me or positive to me. I could be negative back in the moment, but I do at the end of the day hope the best for them. I hope they educate themselves. I hope they find a way to find some kind of peace and education in their
We
situations.
never wish ill on anybody.
And
If anything,
it's
we wish that they would just see it.
that we have to see it so much in our followers or our comments or just in our day-to-day life on social media. And I try to keep it such a positive and safe space for everyone so that people have a place to lean on. But it's unfortunate when I see so many, specifically women who say they stand up for other women, coming at me for just being short. And
just trying to live.
And trying to live, and unfortunately, I'm somewhat attractive to the male eye, so that means there's a problem with me, and it's disgusting.
It's also like, she's just trying to live, and everyone's like, you can't do that. Can't do what? Exist?
I can't breathe air. I can't want the same things you want. I can't ask for the same human rights that every human being on this earth deserves.
It's just stupid. It's stupid.
Ridiculous, and I'm over it. And we're in 2023, and it's up to us to make it a better world. And I want to see people start doing that. And if you, as a human, don't think that you will make a change, then shame on you, because you could make a difference. And your negative thinking is stopping all of the world from changing.
Yeah.
It starts with you. And this is starting to sound like an informative
I
thing.
will say this. I have talked to, like, I know I met a lot of people that knew of the show because of Ryan. You know, I met, like, all of his friends. And
Cheesecake Factory says hi.
Hi! What?
Hi!
I'm lactose intolerant.
I will totally eat all of the cheesecake.
She'll eat it.
Yes.
Why are you here?
I
Why
will
are you
also
here?
say, Jesse used to work for your company. I love your company.
Why are you here?
Hi.
Hi.
That's great. I love that.
Every year for our mom's birthday, we get the
Cheesecake.
cake. So,
Yeah.
this is so... Is everyone else weirded out by
This is full circle. I'm sorry.
the Cheesecake Factory? I'm weirded out by the... Hi! Grateful you're here. Why?
I don't care. I love cheesecake.
Oh.
She's lactose. I love cheesecake.
That came out of nowhere. Intense moment, cheesecake. Hi!
Okay, we're gonna move on because I'm
no.
just fangirl over cheesecake.
I met a lot of people, and then somebody literally asked me, they were like, can she date people? And I explained, I was like, you gonna really come up to me and tell me that my sister who battled cancer when she was a 6 month-year-old baby cannot love somebody in the world?
Oh, they're big fans. I'm big fans of you.
Time! Oh my god, can you imagine if just everybody that we love now just starts joining?
It's not.
Like, Bea Miller joins.
It's not even funny though. Like my friend sends me a cheesecake.
I know!
Every
No!
day.
This is literally just like something that we like actually like that it's just happening casually and we're just like
See, this is why sometimes I love my life. And I thank y'all so much for the support.
we were in an emotional moment, but Cheesecake Factory.
You know BTS.
Yes, why? Are they here?
She doesn't know them personally. She loves them.
Are they here? Cheesecake Factory. Everyone's like at Cheesecake Factory. Hi. Cheesecake Factory. Who's your favorite person on the show? Go.
If you're still here. What were you talking about?
I don't know. I love Bea Miller. I love Bea Miller too. She followed Shauna and me, and I'm not even lying. I've been freaking out ever since then, which it's been months.
I'm posting this, so there's a potential.
No! Nobody
Hi.
talk about this. She follows us, and if she unfollows me, I will cry and blame it on y'all.
I don't think she'd unfollow us. For
I don't
being
think so
strange.
either, but what if we mention her and then she's like, oh, well, that's weird, unfollow. I want to stay cool, okay? I don't want to fangirl. I've been pulling the
I
cool
think it's
face.
really cool, and I think her new song is amazing.
Oh my god, it is. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you guys listen to Bea Miller, but I think her new
If
song.
you're not a child, I strongly advise it.
Oh, I strongly advise it if you're at least 14 and up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say she is a little.
She's, okay, look, her music got me through high school, you know?
It got us through that young period age.
But it's got some rage in it.
Yeah.
It's got a taste of rage, and that's why I love
And
it.
I don't know how much especially parents now.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want a parent.
Children.
I don't want a parent to come at me and be like,
You told my kid to watch me.
well, no, there's a specific song that I love that I know.
I just know that I follow her back on Instagram, and like, if you slide over, sometimes like there's stuff that children shouldn't see.
And then she knows my celebrity crush, and we just don't talk about it. We just don't talk about it. We don't talk about
Like,
it.
she personally knows who you are.
She hangs out with him, and I'm like, we don't talk about it.
But Riley has a boyfriend.
Ryan's gonna come up and be like, who? Because he only knows a Dylan O'Brien. He's gonna just be like,
So, my type of dwarfism is human growth hormone deficiency dwarfism or pituitary dwarfism, which just means proportional but short-statured dwarfism. I know that I did have a endocrinologist, now not my endocrinologist, tell me that it could be similar to glass dwarfism, which was around like in the 90s, but they got rid of that for some reason. So I don't know the definitions, the names, they've changed a lot. It's
Yeah.
just dwarfism. I'm short. I'm human, and that's all that matters. I'm human, you're human. What's the difference? We're all made of the same stuff.
oh, you got Social Security.
Yeah, I don't get Social Security insurance for it, so I would like to be recognized as a disability.
Yeah, against many people's disbeliefs. I'm not gonna say my celebrity crush now. We're not doing this. Y'all can figure it out. Who stalked Mia Miller?
I'm sure she said it on a live before too.
Oh, I most definitely
It changes
have.
a lot, but
No,
I'm
I
sure.
say the two, and then I was gonna say the guy from Umbrella Academy, but I don't think he'd get along with me. Like, I like him, but
You
I don't
wouldn't
think.
like me.
Yeah, and for a celebrity crush, I feel like this is. We're not talking about this. Hello from Pittsburgh. Hi, we're from Pittsburgh.
I do hope that. I do think that we're hopefully moving towards positivity
Yeah.
worldwide. But I am hoping that eventually disabilities
Okay.
get recognized.
You
a
know
lot
what?
more and
Cheesecake,
shared equal
I love
equality.
you. You asked us a question, and you didn't even answer mine.
I'm just a sucker for regular cheesecake or like the caramel cheesecake. I know my sister loves your Oreo cheesecake, like Tara. She
I like
loves
chocolate.
your Oreo cheesecake. You like chocolate in the cheesecake.
Yeah, I like chocolate cheesecake, but it
Or
kills
you
me.
like the strawberry or raspberry.
Yeah. I
She's-
like fruits.
She's definitely a fruits on top. I'm definitely like a tres leches kind of like.
Who's your favorite on the show? Cheesecake Factory? Who's your favorite? You got it. You asked us what our favorite cheesecake
It doesn't
is.
have to
Who's
be
your
us.
favorite? It doesn't have to be
It
us.
could totally be someone like Jesse or Tommy. What if it's Tommy?
Ah, you could pick Tommy. That's a good choice.
Favorite whiskey? You can't answer this.
No, I can't.
I have it over there. Hold on.
Oh, you do. Is it in your special thing?
No, I have a little.
I joined late. What happened? Cheesecake Factory's here. That's what Cheesecake Factory. Never had cheesecake? Well, look, guys. You guys need to try Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
We love all of you. That's a cop-out answer, but I love you.
Okay.
You gotta love that.
I'm wiping the dust off because I don't drink as often as everyone thinks.
Yeah.
Um.
Are you Survivor fans? Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's coming out March 1st, the new season. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
They said they love all of us. That's
I know. I
cheating.
said I went. That's a cop-out answer, but I love you, so it's fine.
So I'm cleaning the dust off of it, but it says Wild Turkey American Honey. This is the first kind of whiskey I really had, like straight up as like a full shot, and it's smooth. And I like it.
The way you said Jesse, like no one would pick him.
The-
That's not it. He showed up more this season.
It's
You
just not
saw him
someone.
more.
It's just not someone on the I Am Shauna Rae, I guess, cast that you think of. 'cause
Well,
he's not
a lot
even
of
in the main
people,
picture.
when we have photos of him, a lot of people go, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah, and he's
Or
not
we
even
had
in the
him
main
on a
picture.
live one day, and someone was like, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah.
So it's like, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Good night. Someone say good night.
Good night. Give him in the face.
If I see that guy, can I block him? I see him. Can I block him?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Bye bye.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I don't block people. I just tend to restrict haters.
I don't care for those ones.
Maybe you should be on Survivor. I would not be good on Survivor. I'm a winning sob story. I get voted out.
Yeah, the second Shauna goes, I had cancer, everyone's targeting her and going, no, because if she makes it to the end...
Well, also, I'm thinking, like, even on a one-off before I get the chance to prove my physicalities and, like, my abilities, which I'm not a huge fan of the water, so that's also an issue.
Yeah.
I'd have to get over my fear of swimming in water, and drowning, and, like,
And drowning. Which, by the way, that's why she's scared. Not because she's short, because she's almost
I
drowned.
almost drowned 4 times in my life.
Yeah.
All before 16. But I would be, like, before I got to the physicalities of proving myself as a good team member, everyone would get rid of me anyway because I'd be viewed as, like, the similarities as, like, an older person. Like, I just wouldn't be able to do as much. So they would have picked me.
Yeah. And then now, people know all of us.
Yeah.
So the second we go, my sister or my daughter, you know, like mom or dad, and then Tara, my sister,
Not gonna lie.
we voted off.
Yeah, not gonna lie, we could use that million.
We really
Although I
could.
will say it's absolutely amazing what the winner of last season did in giving it to
Someone said,
the
why
Salvation Army or something. He gave the entire million. That's absolutely amazing and absolutely completely selfless and it's just a amazing thing to watch.
Someone asked, like, why did we block somebody? And they were like, they blocked the D-bag who asked the dipstick question. I like
With a
anyone-
very specific vegetable filter.
I like anybody who says dipstick.
Dipstick.
Celebrity Big Brother.
Which-
Again, just...
See, Celebrity Big Brother's an even playing field. You are playing for charity. It's an even
now
playing field.
I want to say it in spite of that. Because it's not. You know?
No. No.
Do you think it is?
There's no storyline there.
No. So I could say it technically. Now I want to say it in
Go.
spite, right?
If you want to talk about it, that's fine. But I mean, I would just leave it as there's no storylines for season 3.
Yeah, there's no storylines for season 3. So any of the legal stuff is for what we can't answer from season 2 and season 1.
Yeah.
People just love your earrings.
Thank you. I love them too. I'm surprised they haven't fallen apart yet. I'm really expecting one day to just lose an arm.
I feel like we fixed them. I did fix them before.
No, we made sure they were really tight before I wore them.
What's a bad habit I have? That we have?
Oh,
Oversleeping.
same. I think.
And then not sleeping.
A worst habit of mine though is just like not eating.
Yeah. And then binge eating at random.
No, just like legit not eating for like 2 days straight. Besides some water.
Some things we're not going to talk about because I don't think we legally can discuss some other shows on TLC. That's how I'm going to put it. Like, if you guys are asking our opinion on some shows on TLC, we cannot really dive into them.
We're not going to give our opinion.
Yeah.
We are part of the TLC family, so we have to stand by TLC.
Does Riley have any tattoos? Riley does not have any tattoos.
Does Riley want any tattoos?
Riley wants tattoos.
Riley's supposed to be designing our next tattoo. She designed actually 2 of mine.
I did. And then I designed ideas for ours, but they were always too much,
Yeah.
especially for a first tattoo for me. And it was definitely too big of a design for anything for her.
Yeah. But she designed my polar bear tattoo, and then she originally designed my elephant tattoo, but it wasn't exactly what my mom thought was proper for my body, so my stepdad rendered it a bit.
Some of y'all are questioning why Shauna chose a more cartoonish. I did a realistic elephant. My mom didn't want realistic designs on Shauna.
She thought it was too old for me.
So,
I went with the younger looking elephant, the younger looking polar bear, and then I got the realism doves and the realism cherry.
it's not that Shauna doesn't like the tattoos, just some things it was, like, weird about. Because, again, I don't think anyone should ever dictate what tattoo you guys get, but obviously some people's opinions might, just restrict or...
Just remove.
Yeah. Obviously some people's opinions are gonna get to you a little bit more than others. So like when your mom's like all those lines will turn into crap later on, you're gonna be like, oh. It's gonna get to you a little bit.
Plus,
So.
when I first got my tattoos, I was friends with a very strict Jewish family, and their mom told me that I was going to regret every little thing I put on my body.
Yeah.
And told me that
And Shauna
ruined it.
definitely does not regret her tattoos so far. So.
Nope. And they say you usually regret your first one. My first one I still love.
I have not seen the second Avatar. Isn't it like 3 hours long? I've been told it doesn't feel like it, but...
Do I ever see my father? Yes, he's downstairs in the living room currently, probably working on a puppet.
Have you made sushi recently?
No.
We ordered it.
Yeah.
We have a
I
nice little place.
want to make it again, but I want to actually get like the proper stuff I eat.
Yeah.
Not like just... Yeah, everyone says I look like Megan. I actually tried out for the movie pre-quarantine, or during quarantine, filming I Am Shauna Rae Season 1. And they went with a dancer for obvious reasons, but they were very, detailed with how unique it was that I was kind of what they were looking for.
Oh my god, you do get that question. I thought you were joking. Shauna, do you support LGBT people?
I told you I get it.
Wow. I'm 19, by the way. I saw somebody ask that.
She's also bi.
Yeah, I'm also bisexual. Hi. I'm Shauna's half-gay sister. I don't know if
The
you guys saw.
semi-gay.
I don't know if you guys saw. She's been to two Pride festivals with me. If she didn't support us, that's very awkward. That's so awkward for you. You just have been going to places you hate.
I'm handing out LGBTQ posters, but I
Oh my
can't
god.
stand
And then you went to an all-girls club.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I went to an all-girls club for Halloween. And
Yeah.
I danced with girls.
You are asking to go places that you just hate. No, Shauna, of course, supports the LGBT.
I have nothing against any human being if they fully embrace themselves and they are legally okay doing the things they are doing. If it's illegal, then there are some issues.
Yeah.
The tattoo for my grandfather is right here. A lot of people think it's a glass because they don't understand that it's upside down and right side up for my body, but I think people are...
Oh wow, you remember me saying that? Someone said, what is Riley's noodles when you say that is your favorite food? You remember that. People are remembering this stuff, Shauna. Riley's favorite noodles
It is saved.
is hamburger helper with like peas and tuna.
It's not hamburger helper, it's tuna helper.
Yeah, it's tuna helper with peas in it and
Some basic
some like soup.
Asian noodles.
Yeah.
And then cream and mushroom
Yeah, that
soup.
which I hate soup,
It's,
but I
it's
like
legit,
it together.
It's legit Asian noodles with peas, hamburger tuna, or tuna helper, and cream and mushroom soup.
Yeah, I'm not lesbian.
Campos.
I'm bisexual.
Do you speak Spanish?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Me llamo Shauna. Mi español no es bueno.
That's it?
Yeah, that's not good. No,
No es bueno.
pero yo puedo.
Oh.
Yo
Usa
enseño
noodle
via
castle. Kind of,
Duolingo.
yeah. Yeah. Does tuna noodle casserole have peas in it?
Yeah,
And, like, just peas?
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Somebody. Now we're just getting a lot of people saying tuna casserole. But the first person I saw was this Amanda.
Yeah, I was like, someone got it. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I never ate it.
How old is Tara? Tara's 26.
No, she's 25. I'm not 24 yet.
Tara's 25. Why do
She's
we have
gonna be 26
Korean
in
the
April.
chat? Why
'Cause,
do we have Korean in the chat?
We hit Korea and China news.
Yeah, but that person was speaking English.
Oh.
That's you were speaking English.
I unfortunately don't read Korean, but my friend Nai speaks Korean, so I can get her to translate.
That's the only reason why I asked that, is because I know for a fact I've seen that profile and they were asking English questions and now it's in Korean. And I'm like, what?
So, like, it wasn't working in English, it must work in Korean.
I mean, I guess you got my attention. I know you said it, but the Amanda person said it first. I saw you say it second, Starry. As is most of this.
Favorite movie? Like, animation movie, Aladdin, or Meet the Robinsons?
Favorite movie, August Rush. Animation, we're gonna go with Little Mermaid or Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, actual, like, live action, I got no clue.
Riley, I like your hair color. Thank you. I normally get it done. The last time on the live, you saw us do it.
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat, the ending process.
The development.
Yeah.
I don't feel more comfortable behind the wheel because my car is still currently yet accommodated, so I haven't driven since.
You want to say the only Portuguese you know?
Oi!
Oi!
I had a friend who was literally from Brazil, so she was teaching us Portuguese for a little bit.
She didn't teach me anything.
I had full-on conversations. Now I forget. If we didn't see your questions, either it was something we couldn't answer or we just simply didn't see it. Or it was something that we've already answered and we were waiting for enough time.
I don't really pay attention to the comments. I try. I'm here to
Let's
exist.
take a shot? Let's not. I'm underage.
Yeah. I got water over there. I don't have any
Stay
more
hydrated,
juice.
folks. PlayStation or Xbox? PlayStation, personally.
I grew up on both.
Yeah.
I have the original Xbox in my closet still.
I know. You said you didn't know we had a show.
Would you go to San Francisco for Pride? Yes.
Yes. I would go anywhere for Pride.
Yeah.
We were on the TLC
In Washington.
float for Pride in Washington. And that was so
super
much
cool.
fun.
If you can, which I know it's very difficult, if you can go on to Pride on a float, do it. It's a lot of fun. You just gotta stand there and wave, and everyone's like, "Why are you there?" And you're like,
I got thrown a beer.
You got hit on by females.
I know.
And I didn't. That was the worst part. You got hit on, and I did not. And I was just there like, and then someone literally pointed, they were like, "You're hot." And you were like, "Me?" And they were like, "Yes." And I was like, "Hi."
I would have let them take me out too.
I
They
was
were pretty.
single at the time.
"Alright," and I was very much looking. And all of them were like, "No, just your sister." And I was like, That's fine. Try to speak Portuguese, Shauna.
Oi.
Oi.
Give me something to say in Portuguese and I can try to attempt it.
Yeah. Riley, I love your hair. Thank you. It's very much a statement. My dad says it's my thing now, so now I feel like I'm stuck. I am. I'm stuck with this color, and here's the thing. I was gonna dye it just the blue, but now I feel like I gotta do the...
I thought you were going to do like an orange sunset-y thing.
I was gonna, but then remember our, Alex and... What was the name of the girl who did that?
Yeah, I thought I heard a dog too.
I really thought I heard Sarah. The girl who looks like Eleanor was her.
I know who you're talking about.
She said that I was too pale. I need to be tanner.
Caitlin.
That's why I want to say Caitlin.
See, I feel like if you did like red, orange, yellow.
The way I wasn't expecting you to touch me.
Ready? Hold on, we'll see it.
You're blocking it, you dummy.
But that was like, did you see my eyes?
No, because your hand was in the way, pointing at yourself.
Crap. Well, that's awkward.
See what I deal with? Do you see what I
Which
do?
parent is the one you go to when you're most upset? No one. I got a Shauna.
Oh. Obrigado. Or how do you say that? Obrigada.
Where?
Repeat, please. Obrigada. Obrigada? Is that how you say it? Obrigada? Obrigada? I can't roll my R's, so if it's a rolled
I
R,
feel like
can't
this
do it.
isn't how you say
It
it.
doesn't sound like how you say it.
Because I feel like I've said this word before.
Obrigada.
And I feel like this isn't how you say it. I gotta call Gabby.
No!
Why not?
You can't call a friend. This isn't a TV show. See? Red, orange, yellow.
Really? You guys think I could pull that
I
off?
think if you start with the red roots, it could be
Obrigado?
good. Obrigado.
Obrigado?
Obrigado.
I feel like is that the thank you? What is that?
Why is there just toga party in all caps?
It's because somebody asked if we're gonna do more toga parties in season 3.
I don't know.
Oh, yes, thanks. Yeah. Obrigado. Obrigado. I feel like it's that. I feel like it's
I
more
have
like
not
that.
been to California.
Obrigado.
I want to go. I found a reason to go to California because I did a cameo for someone at a Disney resort, and my mom really wants to go to meet them and say thank you. But
Thank you.
I don't think she would take me to California for that. So, fortunately, I think I'm stuck in New York for the time being.
She thought this was who wants me a million. No, I just knew I could call somebody.
Riley's not single.
I'm not. Why? What? Are you both single? No. I'm not single.
I'm surprised you didn't go for the joke.
I would have, but I never know if it's gonna be a dirty joke.
Well, he just said in case you got a hole in one.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh
I thought it was gonna have to be like a P pun with T,
Yeah.
like teeing off.
Obrigata. Thank you.
Obrigata.
Did you look it up? Because I feel like you're not Portuguese. Because you've commented a lot, and something about the way you talk makes me feel like you're not Portuguese.
Favorite horror movie? Saw. Saw or Chucky. Nightmare on Elm Street. I was literally raised on them. I saw them all before I was like 7.
I don't have one.
Because she doesn't like horror movies.
I
'Cause she's
don't-
a baby.
I don't like horror movies. I don't like it.
No one in my like friend group or close to me likes horror movies the way I like to horror movies. I can watch them midday, be fine, and no one wants to watch horror movies like that.
No.
Everyone's like, I'll watch horror movies because you want to watch it. I don't want you to watch a horror movie because I want to watch it. I want you to watch a horror movie because you want to be scared. And then you laugh at it because it's not scary anymore. Like in Split, I laughed at that movie.
You did laugh at that movie in the movie theater when everyone else was screaming. You know what Shauna was doing? Giggling! He's climbing up the wall like that. And he's like, you're just gonna scream? Run away! You're behind the fence! Run! Why are you just watching him? I'm like, you have good points, but shut up. This is why we don't go to theaters.
5 minutes into the scene, he just picks a girl up and like throws her against the wall and throws a table at her. And like,
then he just
how are you not supposed to laugh at that?
I'm sorry, if you guys have not seen this movie, spoilers.
It's been out for years. If you're not gonna watch it, you're not gonna watch it anyway.
What's the scariest movie? Can I... What was it? The game? Gerald's game? That one freaked me out. But not really. Like, I feel like I got more freaked out about, like, Saw than Gerald's game. But, ugh.
I don't know, if you asked her, it's Chucky. She couldn't shower alone for
No.
a while after the Chucky scene.
We've seen
I think
Sinister.
it depends on your opinion. But I don't have, none of them super scare me. Like, none of them keep me up. Really.
See, Saw what? Because I'm like, they could be in cupboards. And I'm like, I've been in cupboards. They can be in cupboards. You know?
The whole pigman hiding thing theory.
Here's the thing that got me the most. It was that camera one. When they were in, because that's one of the only ones that they showed them taking the person.
It was the cop one, right?
No, it was the guy who just was taking photos. And he was...
I think that's the ex-cop.
Is he an ex-cop?
I think so.
He doesn't look like an ex-cop.
I don't know.
But he's taking photos and that's his only light, which is terrifying. Because you have to take the photo and then wait for the...
Yeah, no, that's definitely the cop scene. We should totally watch it. I have the disc set over
No,
there.
we're not doing it. And I hated it because then you knew what was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. That was the worst part. And right behind him, pig man, and you're like, fine. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Show something. Here's my teeth.
show something?
I was like, should we do our faces?
You want to see me cross my eyes?
Oh, a good one that we did watch that kind of freaked us out because we watched it on a computer.
Oh, Unfriended?
Yeah.
I watched another one with a friend on a computer. It's something else, but it's made by the same people. It's kind of creepy as well.
Yeah, if you watch it on the right thing.
If you watch it on a computer,
the TV, then you're like, well, this is dumb.
Yeah.
But if you watch it on the computer...
Because it was literally a horror... There's too much power on. He must have turned like something on
Yeah,
downstairs.
he must be like brilliant again.
But if you watch like Unfriended or something like a FaceTime movie or something like that,
You
on
feel
a
like you're
phone
there.
or a computer, you feel like you're a part of like the group chat because Unfriended is all about like a group FaceTime.
And honestly,
then they, like, slowly
it
die
kind of
one by
feels
one.
like they talk to you a little bit too,
Oh yeah.
in a weird way. So you're
Well,
like,
Stop! Don't look at me!
At the end of Unfriended, they really did break the fourth wall.
yeah, they're like,
What's gonna happen now? You're like, I don't know. Don't talk to me. I'm right here. I don't want to be here because then I die next, and I don't want to die next. Shut up.
Maybe we should watch the other one because I think I still have it.
You
on
mean
this.
the one I watched with the girl I took on a date? And she got so creeped out by it, and it was so stupid.
I don't know. Is it about a seance?
I think so. Remember she bruised my hand?
Yeah. But there's one about a seance, which is kind of good too. But I think it's really like a little dumber than Unfriended, but there's only so much you can do with online. But it was taking place, I think, during COVID quarantine, so.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a warning. We are going to probably go until 8:15, 8:20. We were only supposed to go to 8, but Riley overtalked. So, we are here.
Our mic is good. It's the iPhone mic. Thanks, Steve Jobs. He's dead.
Thank
He
you.
didn't design this mic. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I hope he's still not here.
I was gonna say something. That's awkward.
That is
Oh,
awkward.
someone said, why do you always have to be with your sister? She did it live by herself, guys.
Yeah, I was on TikTok.
She did one.
We do them together because otherwise one of us runs out of things to say. You know?
Yeah.
And
Y'all
also-
covered a lot of subjects so far.
We do that.
Yeah, also, you get cotton mouth and you just need water.
Or sometimes, honestly, you get the same questions, or it's just a lot of people like saying hi from this place, or like you look really nice, and it's not questions.
You need
So
someone
you
to
need
bounce
somebody
with.
to like just talk with, or to talk enough until you see a comment, which is totally not happening.
Here the time is 8:12.
When's a new episode? There's no more new episodes,
Season
guys.
2 is over.
Season 2 is done. Unless you guys haven't watched behind the scenes, then you guys got that.
We
you guys
don't
get
know
to see me getting in the
karate.
face.
Yeah, we don't know karate. I did take taekwondo as a kid though.
Favorite type of sushi?
I like spicy sushi specifically. I like California rolls. I don't mind crab rolls.
Tuna crab rolls. What's those things? The not the crab rolls, because we remember I got crab roll and wasn't the crab roll. I like the mission.
I like the crab salad rolls.
Yeah, crab salad rolls. Thank you. Wait, behind the scenes are called behind the scenes are.
Yeah, I think there are a lot. I think some of those scenes should have made it into the final episodes for cable.
I thought me getting hit in the face was gonna make it.
I thought the oil slip was gonna make it.
Yeah, I thought the us changing the car was gonna make it.
Yeah.
I
I thought me driving through a very narrow drive-through would have made it.
Oh yeah, another thing y'all didn't get to see, which isn't in behind the scenes either, is I was in the car with Shauna when she was first driving.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about Ryan. Actually, probably all the questions you had about Ryan, we answered there.
Yeah,
but
they probably didn't use it because they wanted him to be revealed in the finale.
for some reason, I don't even think anyone cared.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone talk about
You
it.
know why? Because it's not me. Because apparently we don't care and this is... Shut
We
up.
have not met Jazz. We met Randy from Say Yes
Yeah.
to the Dress.
Gaz wasn't at Pride, but I think she probably was either at school or doing something. I don't know. We don't know the entanglements of other
Yeah,
people.
just because we're on TLC does not mean we got the entire contact book for everyone on TLC.
No.
We don't know anything about them.
And we
if they
usually-
follow us, then
Yeah.
like we might follow back, but
Well, we usually only come into contact when it's at TLC somewhat events, like Pride,
how
which
are
is
you?
the only time
Ryan's
we've come into
relationship?
contact with TLC people.
Mine and Ryan's relationship is actually really good. It's our 4-month anniversary today.
She is a dwarf. Yes, you got it correct.
No, really.
It's actually called pituitary dwarfism if you want to get more specific. But we also do accept the terms human.
What's your sister's Instagram name? Mine? Riley_M_S. That's RYLEE.
I was like
Underscore M,
yeah,
underscore
hers
S.
is Riley_M.
Tara's?
underscore S.
I don't know.
Tara's, I was like, you can go to my profile by hitting my username, go to the most recent pinned post. She's tagged in it.
I don't know. WTF is Pride. How? You look like you were at least 20. You got a mustache. How have you gone this long without knowing what Pride is?
Also, do you not know what the definition of pride is? Because there's multiple definitions of pride, but I think pride really is just focused on being yourself and being happy with who you are and having people accept you because you've accepted yourself. But it is tied to the LGBTQ community now, if that's what you're referring to. But if that is what you're referring to and you're being disrespectful on the LGBTQ community, you can leave the live.
If you guys are
You're not
wondering
gonna
if she
support us.
supports the
If you're not
LGBT,
going to support humans and them fully embracing themselves and saying, this is me, and you can't accept that, that's on you. We did go to New
We
York
went-
City Pride on season 2
yeah, you could see
of
that. in
I
the
Am
episode.
Shauna Rae on TLC or anywhere you can watch TLC. And it was a really cool experience for Riley and I.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot more difficult to film than I think everyone thought it was, because our poor film crew. It was so hot for them.
Yeah. You don't have to care about the LGBT community, but you can respect it, and if you don't want to respect it, then you can move on.
Bye-bye.
There's a difference between not caring and respecting. I may not care about some things that certain people care about in this world, but I do respect them.
There's
And
also-
I demand the respect back.
There's also no point in coming into somebody's live and just saying, I don't like what this is that you guys are openly supporting, because it's just dumb. If you don't support it, then you can keep moving, you know? Like, when I don't like something...
All you're doing is giving energy to earn something what you say you hate.
When I don't like something, I keep scrolling.
Yeah.
I
Move on
don't
with your
I don't
life.
thumbs down, I don't report. I just keep scrolling.
It obviously bothers you for something more internal than you're thinking about. Think it through. Dive deep into yourself, self-reflect, it's good for you.
Hey, join the rainbow. It's fun. Be an ally.
Taste the rainbow. Skittles are amazing.
It's fun being an ally at the very least. There, Ryan, there's the door if you don't support. There's the door! Yes!
Love you, Ryan.
Not my Ryan,
I know.
our Ryan.
Our fan Ryan.
Our mod Ryan. Oh, I love him.
Thank you. I love my shirt too.
There's the door.
Favorite
Keep
Skittle?
swimming, just keep swimming.
The yellow ones.
You are a weird kid. Taste the rainbow.
Or the green
Uh,
ones. I really
uh,
like the purple ones, which is the ones I hate.
I love the purple ones.
She's trained to like the ones I hate.
I am. I really am. Of anything.
So what's for dinner? I had pasta.
I had chicken fried rice.
Yeah. I want
Or
ice
candy.
cream though.
I wanted cake. These are conflicting things. Are you still friends with the tattoo guy? Yes. Yes, we are.
I have to go see them again. I haven't seen them since before
Forever.
Christmas. You haven't seen them in forever.
No, I haven't. And I need to talk to them.
Yeah, you need to talk about your piercing too.
Yeah. I got a couple bumps.
Well, yeah, and that, and with all your hair dye and stuff, she probably could just clean it off.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you play Animal Crossing? I don't.
Has your Dave piercing worked in it a little bit?
Yes, I think it has. I do think that the winter season is the worst season for my migraines, and I will always have migraines because I have dead brain tissue.
And we've had a crap ton of really bad,
Medical issues.
medical issues, and I was just gonna say storms recently. Like, my
Yeah.
wrists have been killing me. I have arthritis in both
But
wrists.
I do think the daith piercing did help in a sense. I have thought about getting the other one done, but I don't know if I have room, given my rook and everything, for the healing daith piercing. But I think if you like the aesthetic look of it, which I have a smaller ring in now than I did before, so it fits my ear a little more. But if you like the aesthetic look of it and you don't care what people think when it comes to that, because there are some people that care when it comes to piercings, I suggest getting it. And if you have migraines and it's something you've thought about getting, I suggest getting it. And you could always take it out. I mean, it's not like, if it heals over, no one's going to notice the scar. So if it doesn't work or if you don't like it, it's something you can take out and it will
Okay,
heal over.
we have a lot. I've seen a lot in the amount that you talked. First off, someone said that's a myth. Obviously, it's not. Multiple people are saying it does help.
It's on a pressure point.
Of course, some people say it doesn't help, but that's mostly because of how severe their medical condition
Well,
is.
also, there's also different nerve linings for each individual ear. Each
Oh,
human is
hence why
different.
you can't get certain piercings, because your ear is just different.
Yeah.
So sometimes your
Each
nerves
human
don't go at all.
is different. Each human has a different
Yeah.
thing that will help them. Remember,
Someone said, where can they get one of my pieces? Riley's Goods on Etsy. That's Ryelee.
the link is in my bio.
How many E's did I put?
Ryeeesgoods. She is not a spelling major.
Someone said, what's my monthly hair dyeing expense? Honestly, I don't dye my hair monthly.
She lets it.
I dye, like every 3 months almost? So, yeah. And then someone said... I had another one. Oh, what's Tara Mai's middle names?
It's if you guys want to give it. You can't give
Tara's not
Tara's.
here. My middle name's Mikhail. Good luck spelling
We
it.
have heard our Spanish dubs or our Portuguese
Oh, that's
dubs.
what I was gonna say.
I think they're super cool. The woman who actually dubs me in Portuguese reached out, and I think it's super cool. She's super pretty. I hope her much success in all her other future endeavors. But I think it's super cool, and I think she did a really good job. And I don't know who voiced Riley, but I think it's super cool.
Oh, I want her voice so bad. Okay, the guy he's still talking, and he's like, so is pride only for gay? Which the only reason why I'm giving this comment any more attention is simply because you bring up a good point. Can you just celebrate pride as somebody who's not part of the LGBT? Yeah. Now you said, or can you just celebrate as a human, which is the douchebaggy, disrespectful way of saying it. So I see that. I do understand that you are saying it as a douchebag. But, of course, allies are always welcomed at the Pride Parade.
Like
and,
I
of course,
said-
so are homophobic people. They are also there. And they are welcomed. The whole point about Pride is us saying we are human and we just want to be accepted as human. And that we just don't want to be killed and discriminated. And, we want the jobs. And we would love to be human and do these things in our private of our own
equal
homes.
opportunities that you probably have.
But because you guys because here's the thing. People go, we don't care if it's in the private or home. You do, that's why it's illegal. Because we couldn't get married. And we couldn't get surgeries that we needed to be who we want to be. So therefore, it can't just be in the private or own homes, can it? If you guys are going to gatekeep marriage, which wasn't even a thing that you guys could do in the first place.
All Pride is asking for is for segregation to kind of stop.
It's just asking for us to be able to be humans and love who we want to love in the privates of our own homes.
Humans are humans. They are different. They are unique. It's what makes us beautiful.
Yeah.
Accept that there are differences. Accept that you may not agree with every difference.
But obviously, straight people are allowed at Pride.
Anyone is allowed at Pride. as long as you're safe
And
you
it
don't
is,
want to hurt anyone.
it is literally celebrating being human. So it's not celebrating being gay, otherwise it would be gay pride. There's other people allowed at pride. There's bisexual people, there's trans people, there's asexual people, there's demisexual people, there's
Pansexual people,
allies.
straight people.
There are so many people at pride. It is not just gay pride.
There's
It is
disabled
pride.
people.
It is specifically the thing that you use to try to hate against us. It is pride about being human. So, yeah. You're allowed.
Pride is pro-human, and it's pro-embracing yourself. And it's unfortunate, because most of the time, it's people that are anti-pride that can't embrace themselves. I would love to challenge everyone who's anti-something, embrace yourself first, and then come back to us and talk to us about it.
This is the only reason why I kind of love that our title is attached to another person's, is because it is attached to a trans person. And I love being able to support a trans woman even more. Because again, to anybody who also hates trans people, especially trans women in the LGBT community, I would like to remind you guys that they are what started us having a pride parade.
Yeah.
That and drag queens, especially black drag queens. And we need to remember that, because there is hate against trans women in the LGBT
And
community.
there's specific hate against other races.
Yeah, which
within
is
the
so
LGBT
stupid, because
community.
they fought for it harder than anybody. Because they know what it
People
is like
need-
to be discriminated.
You need to remember the roots of where every human being came from.
Yeah. So, that's that.
We are gonna end this live in 4 minutes though, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah. But yeah, pride, everybody.
Pro everyone.
Wait,
Yeah, I was like, I have a flag in here. I have 2.
do you want one?
No, it's okay. Here, we'll just put it in my hair.
If you support us, you most likely
I'll
support
just
us.
wear this the entire time next time.
Next time we'll just go live in my room, and you guys will see my giant pride flag. And then get confused that I'm dating a guy.
And be like, are you straight?
The guy was like, this is stupid as fuck. Do whatever you like. That's
That's
the
the
point.
point.
That's the point. You're still trying to come off as if you're hating, but you're just giving good points like you did in the beginning. You're a secret ally.
Now we're gonna dance with the flag for 3 minutes. Congrats. You caused this.
Is that the gay flag?
You still talking?
We dancing.
You still making points, man?
See, you say you don't care.
But
But
you
you're
care.
still typing.
You still care. Negative and you care. You're negative and you care. You're negative and you care. We mean much love. We just want you to embrace yourself so maybe you can be more positive and embrace other people. Because there's nothing wrong with living your life to the fullest capability and embracing yourself 100%.
Y'all are funny. Thank you.
Jesus. I'm okay, guys. That's all I have to say.
So a bunch of people now wonder, I'm okay.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. The biggest haters are usually the most closeted. And it's definitely a good point. You're still commenting, dude? That's the only attention you're gonna get now. You're still commenting? You love us.
Self-reflect. It's good for you. So is therapy.
Please.
Therapy is
Especially, I want to talk about this because you are a guy. Toxic masculinity, therapy, man.
Therapy is good for any human being to self-reflect and work on their issues because
Guys
every human has
especially think
issues.
that they can't go to therapy because it's talking
Yeah.
about their emotions.
We were talking about red flags earlier. If a guy thinks he doesn't go to therapy or
Yeah.
shouldn't go to therapy because he's a man, red
A
flag.
green flag. Your guy going into therapy. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Uh.
A guy being pro-mental health, green flag.
See, I'm seeing a lot of straight guys just supporting Pride now, and I love it.
Great. Support!
I love this Pride talk.
Block him. I am not gonna, Cassidy. He's fine.
It's educational.
Also, he was bringing up good points in his attempt to hate,
Yeah.
which is the funniest type of person.
Favorite chain restaurant?
I'm in therapy currently.
Yay! We're so proud of you.
We love
Go
it.
therapy.
We love it.
I was in therapy. My therapy ended. I gotta get more therapy.
Do that dance again.
I can't do it 'cause I don't have 2 flags. I need 2 flags to feel okay.
Oh, I like that you added just kidding at the end. Because I was gonna go. I was like, dude, come on. You two are the pride of pride.
A lot of 4th graders go to therapy because of childhood trauma. So joking about a younger person going to therapy isn't funny, and joking about me being a 4th grader isn't funny either. And I think you need some therapy on how to open your mind up to disabilities.
Oh my god, remember that baby on TikTok that was in an abusive home and then adopted, and she had like a permanent shock face? She was 2.
Let's not joke about little kids in
Yeah.
therapy. That's
Child
it's
therapy is
so
one
sad.
of the worst places to be.
That's so sad. It's so sad. Not
Oh, what
funny.
color are our eyes? Mine are blue. They
Am I
do
blue today?
change color.
Mine are like a dark blue.
Yeah, they go from green to blue to like sometimes purplish red.
That was just a way to make us. That was smart.
For you,
Yeah.
me, I have a sweatshirt on. You can see you crap.
I'm just gonna block them. Not him. He gets to stay. You. You're gonna get blocked. Why? Because I feel like you just are being hateful to be hateful. And honestly, I feel like that's why you just created your account. So bye-bye. And
Have a good life.
yeah.
Maybe be less ageist.
Now what did he say? Because I just saw it. You're still talking.
Okay. We're obviously not gonna outlast him on social media because he spends 24/7 on here. But we hope everyone has an absolutely amazing, positive pro day. Be prideful. Be happy. Embrace yourselves fully. And know that no matter what anyone thinks of you, we are proud of you. We are happy that you are on this earth. And that you should be too. And look in the mirror and say, I love yourself every day. Bye!